Okay, Micky, perhaps not the result you wanted today, but a strong finish. What were your thoughts on the game overall?
Probably in terms of a test, really pleased, because that's what you want to come out of pre-season with. In terms of performance, never kept the ball well enough. Never really got close enough to them when we needed to. We sort of lost our just lost our grit a little bit, I think. Had some opportunities to maybe get a goal in. The goals we gave away are poor. But like I say, it's pre-season. You know, it's always difficult for me to really, because I don't really know if we're going to face that type of football again. So that's a different ask that we had today. But we need to keep the ball better. We need to pass it better. We need to pass it with a wee bit more quality than what we did. We gave the ball away far too cheaply, too many times against a League One team, because you see what happens. And then you can't make mistakes like we did with the second goal against a League One team. But like you just said, towards the end, I think you didn't answer. We did start to pass it a little bit more. We did look a little bit more aggressive when we were trying to win the ball back, and we got a goal and got back in it.
With Adam Buxton and Wright both being injured at the moment, we obviously got two new full-backs in, and both of them put in fairly decent performances today, particularly at Zoom Bakayoko.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant. He was brilliant from start to finish. He's an example of the level that you need to be with him without the ball if you're going to play against teams like Rochdale. You must be that level. You must be that good with the ball. You must be that good without the ball. You must have that type of mentality, that grit, that determination. He's everything epitomised a player that would need to, what the qualities you need to have to play against teams like that.
You started with Johnny Smith, perhaps a little bit further ahead of the other midfield, more of a striker's role, just behind James Norwood, and then Tollett and Jennings and latterly Lionel Cole coming into that sort of position. How satisfied were you with their position, their performance in that sort of position?
I'm not going to talk about them as individuals, because that's not what I want to do, because it's still pre-season. I just think collectively as a group, we've got to pass it better. We've got to keep it a wee bit longer. We've got to show a wee bit more quality. When we get into the dangerous areas, we've got to show a wee bit more class and a wee bit more. Well, what we know, they're good players. So I think that's just what we lacked. We lacked the levels that we know that they're all capable of, with and without the ball, for over the course of the whole game. There was periods that they did show us that there definitely was, and there was definitely players out there who showed a lot of quality. So I think that's really where I'm at with it. It's another game. It's the last pre-season under our belt. I'd say it was a successful pre-season in terms of fitness and finding out what we need to get better at. But of course, the challenge will be very different when we go into our own level against a different type of challenge every week.
You had the trialist on in the second half, trials day. I understand they had the run out as well midweek at Chorley. Is there anything you can tell us more about this individual?
I like him. I don't want to say too much about him, but I like him. He showed me a lot of qualities. He's very enthusiastic. I like him. I think he's a good player and he'll be a good addition to the group. But of course, we have to find out if we have the ability to do
that. When we last spoke after the Liverpool match, you were concerned you were short on numbers, and it's no secret that people are looking for another striker to come in. Is there any updates? Is there any news of a striker?
But I think we're on with one or two. Hopefully we will get it done this week. We're quite far down the line with one. I'd like to bring in two to put a wee bit of pressure on everybody at that end of the pitch, so that they have to go in and they have to show fire and desire to stay in the team, because that's the way that it's going to force us forward. So yeah, we're trying to get on with one or two, and I'm pretty positive that we'll be able to have them done before the game on Saturday.
You've brought Shamal George to the club, a goalkeeper from Liverpool. First off, Scott Davis I understand he's still injured. What is the actual extent of his injury?
He's got a kicking injury. All the other stuff he can do it fine. But it's just when the explosive stuff, when he's kicking through the ball, he's it's a lot of pain for the boy, to be fair. So we're just kind of nursing him along. Shamala, I think's done brilliant. I'm really pleased to have him here, young Paddy. I'm really delighted with him. So we will. We're all right. We just need to make sure that Scott gets 100% right.
Do you think he'll be fit for Stevenage next week?
I don't know, because it's until he starts to kick the ball, the amount of times that he will need to at our level, then we don't know. So it's one of them, because he's joining in training, he can do all the saving and all the rest of it, but it's the explosive stuff that we'll have to find out. Can he do, like the kicking?
Is Shamal George's acquisition based on the injury to Davies, or is he here to challenge for that #1 spot?
No, he's a bit of both, really. We can't go into the league without having the right amount of goalkeepers. But also it's good for every position that we have that bit of pressure on them, that you have to perform. So you have to perform to keep a place in the team.
You just check on the fitness on some of the others. No Ollie Norburn today. What's the
He's
situation?
injured. You got a kick in the shin on training on Thursday, so he never trained Thursday, Friday. So in fact he got it Thursday, so he never trained Friday. So and he's not able to perform today.
Buxton Ride's still well off?
Still, I wouldn't say well off, because I don't want to kill the two boys' mentality off, but Buxton is running, but he's not joined in with us yet. He's still got a wee bit to do before, like kicking the football and different angles, kicking the ball, before we could say that he's able to come and join us.
You've got another midfielder in Harvey Gilmore, new acquisition. Perhaps one he should have scored earlier, and he kind of made amends with a good goal there at the end. Must have given you some encouragement.
I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was excellent. I think he's been excellent since he's been here. Every time we've put him on, he's been different class, to be fair. Really pleased with him. Given me much to think about. An awful lot to think about. He's a lad of great quality. He is going to be very good. Like I said, when we first brought him, we didn't know whereabouts in the line of very good he was. Sometimes they come and they're very good, and you just think, oof, and then they come in and they're going to get better. But he's certainly very high up the line to being what he's going to be, and that's a very good player.
Looking at the team sheet today, there was 18 names on the team sheet. Was that everyone who was available today?
Yeah, more or less, yeah. Yeah, that's everything that we've got in the group. So yeah, that's where we are in terms of numbers.
With that in mind, how ready do you feel Tranmere are for the start of the season?
Oh, we're ready now. We're good to go now. We'll make no excuses. We believe we're the level of fitness that we need to be at. But I think sometimes you're just anxious to get going, and probably could have went this weekend, to be honest, and got on with it. But we'll have some good work in next week. We know who our first opposition are. We can go and plan and prepare to go and play against them now.
And hopefully maybe one or two more for you to consider up front before we kick off.
Yeah, I think so, and I'm positive that we'll be able to do that.
Okay.
Thank you. Cheers, thank you.
Just one from me. With Shamal coming in, are you hoping to perhaps build a relationship with Liverpool or maybe Everton as well, to try and sort of help the group?
Yeah, we always are. It's important that we do that. With big local clubs, we've got a lot of talent there. If we think that there's something that can help us move along, then yeah, of course we would try and do that.
Cheers, thank you.